Should you activate PRP or let the body do the work? Some experts always activate, others never do. But what does the science really say? Dr. Dawn Buford breaks it down. Watch now and grab your free PRP activation guide, only available in this video.
You did hint at this activation, if you will, and there's some other really smart people that I've been talking with in the field, and there's this discussion about should we be activating our platelet-rich plasma? What are your perspectives on that? We don't. Some of us, around the world are always activating. Some of us are never activating. Probably the answer is somewhere in the middle. But what do you think about that?
I've never. Since 2008, I've never activated, at least not outside the body. So let me say that a different way. Since 2008, all the PRP I've given is 100% been activated. It's just all been activated after I inject it.
Nice.
One of the PRP I've injected has been unactivated. Okay?
Yes,
all been activated.
Don't forget, if you want more about the business of orthobiologics, I have a podcast, or you can go on my website, The Business of Orthobiologics, and tune in.
So the question is, do you do it 2 minutes before or wait 4 or 5 minutes after? And there's some recent studies that show a difference in not only the immediate, granule release from the platelets, but also over the next 4 or 5 days, there's some differences. And so there may be some difference there that's important scientifically, but it all comes back to this, Ariana. It comes back to the fact that the studies that I think are the best for knee-OA didn't activate exogenously. The studies that I think are the best for lateral epicondylopathy, lateral epicondylitis, the ones that I think are really good didn't use activated PRP. Now, that doesn't mean there may not be a good study with activated PRP that showed that it was successful as well, and that's great. I would just match that protocol. But I haven't seen anything that's significantly better in the activated PRP world that changes that for me.
Is there any place where you would say, gosh, I really want to think about activating PRP to try to have it stay in one spot or whatever? Is there any application where you're like, you know what, we may be onto something for this?
Some of our surgeon colleagues have been doing that for almost as long as I've been in practice, trying to use a fibrin clot for meniscal repairs and sewing that in various ways, and that makes sense. But I'll tell you, I think I'd have to check the registry, but I just from experience and anecdotally over the last long years, 5 to 10 years, just by injecting my PRP at a high dose at the meniscocapsular junction, I think I'm getting the same outcome with my meniscal repairs as if I were injecting, or tying in a fibrin clot. And that's a bit of extra work, as you know, that's not always easy to do when you've got a tough meniscus to repair. So I prefer injecting at the meniscocapsular junction. So there may be places though where you want to create an activated version of PRP so that it stays put, or so that you can manipulate it in a way that it's got more substance and structure to it.
Don't miss out. Please subscribe to our newsletter now to stay ahead of the world of orthobiologics. You can find the link below.